Okay, hello, and you're welcome to this super valuable presentation brought to you by the J Global of Value Marketing Incorporated. I'm super excited that you are here, and we are gonna look into every single thing you need to know about converting your generator from using petrol to now start running on cooking gas. All right, so what is this presentation about? As I mentioned earlier, this is just about the LPG conversion kit. LPG conversion kit is a kit that enables you to convert your generator from using petrol to now start using cooking gas. And people have questions like, is the LPG conversion strategy or conversion structure cost effective? Is it cheaper? Is it reliable? Is it safe? And so on and so forth. If you have any of these questions, hold on. I have come with the exact answers that you need. So you want to make sure to watch this video step by step from start to finish, and if you do, I'm going to give you access to a secret that is worth over 350,000 naira. Alright, so now let me put a disclaimer here. What is the goal of this presentation? I am not here to sell you something, right? I'm not here to sell you something you do not need. The goal is to help you make the best decision that will in turn help you to avoid burning your well-deserved money on expensive and yet unhealthy alternative generator fuel. All right, so I believe that is plain and easy to understand. So if you are ready, I am ready. Now let's start. This is Nigeria a few weeks ago. Fuel was nowhere to be found in the country. The filling stations were all crowded because fuel was nowhere to be found. As Nigerians came out of that, the next thing that we have to deal with is fuel subsidy removal, which has actually given rise to increase in the price of petrol. So right now Nigerians are left with two options. Number one, make more money. Number two, reduce cost, manage your spending no matter how much you are making, because the price of things are constantly on the increase right now. Everybody is hereby mandated to actually spend wisely. So in this presentation, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about the almighty groundbreaking LPG conversion kit that enables your generator to run both on petrol and also on normal cooking gas. Continue. So now let's do something together. Follow me now. What is the difference between LPG and petrol? Meanwhile, the LPG means liquefied petroleum gas. So what is the difference between the two? What's the advantage that one has over the other? I'm going to do this right quick, so it's very paramount that you pay keen attention right now. Let me show you this. LPG versus fuel, all right, versus petrol rather. With liquefied petroleum gas, now here are the things that you're going to be enjoying. Number one, your generator runs smoothly with lesser noise. All right, the LPG, that's the liquefied petroleum gas, it helps your generator to run more smoothly and your generator will have lesser noise. Okay, number two, your generator is less likely to break down often when it is running on liquefied petroleum gas. And number three, when stored or left inside the cylinder, it doesn't dry. Unlike petrol, you know that petrol dries up when you put it inside the generator tank and leave it for a while. Let's say for instance you have a business meeting that warrants that you should travel. Any petrol that you leave inside the generator will certainly dry if you stay long before getting back into town. But the LPG is not like that. It stays as you left it, provided your gas cylinder doesn't have leakage anywhere. It's gonna stay intact the way you left it. Now let me help you understand this better. Number one is that your generator runs smoothly with lesser noise. How does this happen? It's pretty simple. You know that liquefied petroleum gas, research has proven that it is a purer form of gas. Okay, now being that it is a purer form of gas, what happens is that when your generator is using it, the generator has lesser impurities to combat, lesser impurities to try to break down. The truth is that the generator does a lot more work when it runs on normal petrol, and the reason is simple. Normal petrol is filled with a lot of impurities. Some of the petrol that we buy are being mixed. Some of them we don't even know what to call them. They have left petrol, they have become something else. But at the end of the day, because there are no other options, what then would the generator do? If not to still try, work so hard to start breaking down those things. And that is the reason most times you see your generator smoking anyhow, because there are a lot of carbon content in the petrol that we are using. So this gives your generator heavy work to do, unlike the liquefied petroleum gas right now, which is lighter and a purer form of gas. So with the liquefied petroleum gas, your generator tends to run more smoothly and it has lesser noise. Okay, the reason for this is, let's take for instance, you give a little child so much load to carry. The little child is gonna scream. That's the same way the generator screams, because it has a lot of things to break down each time fuel is loaded onto it. Okay, number two is your generator is less likely to break down often. This builds on the first option, because petrol now has a lot of impurities within it, right? Those impurities is like a heavier heap of weight on the generator, so it's working so hard. The major work it's supposed to be doing was to generate energy, right? But now it has two works that it's not doing. It's generating energy, and at the same time is struggling to break down the molecules of those impurities contained in the petrol, right? Okay, you understand this point right now. So now let's move forward. The question might be, is using gas to run your generator safe? Somebody might be asking. Now, before I answer that question, let me ask you this question. Let's do this in all honesty. Number one, is using gas to cook very safe? Now, I guess your answer to this should be yes and also no. Then my second question now is using petrol to power your generator safe? I guess your answer is still going to be the same as above. Now, using generator or using petrol to power your generator is safe. It is also unsafe. Cooking with cooking gas is safe, and it is also unsafe depending on who is using it. So my answer to that question will be that LPG is safe to use, only that safety measures have to be applied. And that's the same case with gas and petrol. So anybody who is using gas to cook has to apply those safety measures, and whoever also is using petrol on generator has to also apply those safety measures. Let's take for instance, when you're cooking in the kitchen and you're just exposing flames anyhow around the pipes of the gas cylinder, or you are just careless about things in the kitchen, careless about the flames, careless about things, hazard could come out. The same case with petrol. When you're running the generator, part of the reasons they say do not top up fuel when the generator is still on is because in the course of trying to top up, a mistake could happen, and then drops of petrol gets to slip off the container and then enter somewhere within the engine that is not safe. That could lead to a serious hazard. That's the same way LPG is safe to use, but there are just safety measures that has to be applied. But no worries, I would also provide you with every single of these measures. All right, so now let's look at something else. Somebody might be saying things like this thing is new, other people should get to use it first, let's see if there are gonna be bad news about it, and so on and so forth. Well, if you are thinking that LPG or converting generators to start using cooking gas is actually new, well, let me bust your bubble. It is not. It has been in existence for well over 15 years in these other countries, just the same way that GSM had been in use in other parts of the world before former President Obasanjo brought in GSM into the country, Nigeria. It has been in use in other countries. That's the same way, LPG has been in use in generators in other countries. But for Nigeria, it has also been in the country for well over 8 years. Let me show you this. This is the Guardian newspaper. Mr. Toby made a post on the Guardian newspaper about the cooking gas, converting generator to use cooking gas. This was 18th of June 2016. I think you can see it on your screen here. Now, what was his post? His post is, it is cheaper to run generators with cooking gas than petrol, says Obin. All right. So even as far back as 2016, people were already making posts about this thing. That is to say that this thing has been in the country even before 2016 and has been in the country from 2016 up until this date. So if you calculate it very well, 2026 is going to make it 10 solid years of this post. Okay, so this thing is not a new thing in the country, and since it's been here for well over 8 years and there hasn't been anybody saying anything about it causing any hazard or any havoc, it simply states clearly, is a proof that this thing is working and it has no side effect for as long as you follow the guiding rules, which I'm also going to provide you with. All right, so another proof is, you look at this thing on your screen. Are you seeing this? This is a camp gas. You see that the gas is right inside the cylinder, and look at this one now that is on fire. Look at this one. The flame is right there burning with the pot on it, and gas is down here. This is supposed to be the most unsafe thing ever, but yet this is pretty safe and people are using it. Even inside the house, people use it to cook. Now, this gas is exposed to direct flame, and yet because it has been pre-built to function this way, it doesn't cause any havoc except if somebody abuses its working principles. Also, if this thing can be exposed to live flames and yet it doesn't explode and nothing happens, come on now, think about it logically. Who now says that it will now explode when it's now working on generator? Considering also that when it's working on generator, look at the image on your screen. When it's working on generator, the only thing you do is you connect the gas to the carburetor. It has no contact with the engine or the engine block, and there are no chances of the gas now dropping to enter into the external part or maybe the flamey part of the engine also. No, there is no such thing. In fact, if there's anyone that is actually dangerous and deadly, it is the use of petrol on generator. And here is my reason. You see that the tank of the generator is directly on top of the generator, and the petrol that you're pouring is directly on top of the generator also. So also that petrol is flammable, it can catch fire, but yet it is placed on top of that generator and you have used generator for years, yet there hasn't been any hazard from that. But in the case of the LPG, the cylinder, you're going to connect it and only direct it from the cylinder to the carburetor, the carburetor of the generator, and the cylinder is going to be far from the generator. This is safer, and here is my reason. You know that when generator is on, they shouldn't top up fuel. Imagine a scenario where people visit you, maybe your siblings or younger ones or cousins or nephews visit you, and you could drop instruction that, hey, nobody should top up petrol when this thing is on. They might listen to you, but in your absence, you don't know what happens. God forbid, one of them might just one day develop hot head and turn it on and decide to go and top up, believing that nothing is going to happen. You and I know that once that petrol overpours and enters the wrong place, a lot of danger is involved, right? But with this one, nobody except the certified entities can fill it up for you. That means each time that you run out of gas, they won't be the ones to come and try to top it up. They have to go to a filling station or a station or gas port to go and fill in the gas, making it safer to use. All right, so now let's proceed. Now let's look at some other benefits. Are there some other benefits of this product? I'm going to show you. Okay, the benefits. Number one now here in my list is uninterrupted power supply. Say goodbye to frustrating power outages that disrupt your life and business, and say hello to a new world of long-lasting power supply at a remarkably cheap rate. Okay, you know how light is in the country, so sometimes light comes in, before you open your eyes and close it, it has gone again, right? This product supplies you with that stability of mind, knowing that, hey, no matter what NEPA is doing or whether there is light or not, you always have something to fall back to. So this product provides you with the opportunity to enjoy uninterrupted power supply. All right. Number two, you get to enjoy effortless operation. Users of LPG powered generators are now experiencing the joy of effortless starts and smooth operation of their generator, ensuring the availability of power at their own preferred time. Now, this is bad news to regular power sources. Trust me, their shakara is finally over. You see those scenarios, I don't know if they used to plan it. You see, that instant where you want to have, meeting with valuable entities, noble men, maybe in your office or at home. In most cases, that's exactly the time that they will take light. At those instances that you need to have meeting in your office, that's usually the time they take light. But with this product, you know that you can actually ditch regular and contemporary light sources and power your generator and enjoy yourself. Now, this is bad news to regular power sources, because considering how reliable and cheap running your generator on liquefied petroleum gas is, some persons are currently being tempted not to even recharge their meter anymore, because tariff is overly expensive right now. So who would want to be wasting money when there is a new secret power generating source that is helping people to save a lot of money while at the same time enjoying stable light? This is part of what you get to enjoy. Number three, it allows you to benefit from the power of LPG, which is now far cheaper than fuel. Now stay with me, let me clarify this. 1 kg of gas is arguably 2 liters, right? Somebody can argue that it's 2 liters. With points, it can be accepted. But in the real sense, it is exactly 1.96. So 1 kg is equivalent to 1.96 liters, right? Okay. I said this is arguably 2 liters. If you should apply the principle of infant mathematics, where we were taught to round up numbers for as long as they are up to 5 and above, round them up to a whole number. If you should round this 96 up to a whole number, it becomes 2.0. So you can arguably say it is 2 liters, but let's keep it at 1.9 and do a little calculation. Now, 1 kg of gas is sold for 615 naira. But 2 liters of fuel is sold for anywhere between 1,000, anywhere between 1,100 and so on, and like anything within that price range. So if you should buy 10 kilogram or 10 kg of gas, it is the same as 19.6 liters of fuel, considering that 1 kg is exactly 1.96. So 10 kg is the same as 19.6 liters. Now let's do this further. 1 kg of gas is sold for 650 naira. So 10 kg of gas will be 650 times 10, which is giving us 6,500 naira. So 10 kg of gas is also equivalent to 19.6 liters. So now let's find out what is going to cost us to get 19.6 liters. 19.6 liters. At 550 naira per liter of fuel, 19.6 is giving us 10,780 naira. But some filling stations are selling 511 naira, some are selling 515, some are selling different things, some are selling 550, but it's anywhere between 511 to 550 naira. But now let's say you buy a liter of fuel for 511 naira. If you multiply 511 by 19.6, it will give you 10,015.6 naira. So when you now want to find out the difference or how much extra you are going to be saving if you should switch from petrol to cooking gas, what you just simply do is remove 6,500, which is the cost of 10 kg, from the amount it takes to get 19.6 liters. Remember, I said earlier 10 kg is equivalent to 19.6 liters. Now let's do the maths. 19.6 kg at 19.6 liters at 511 naira would require 10,015 naira to get it, but 10 kg is going to cost us 6,500. So 10,015.6 minus 6,500, you'll be left with a difference of 3,515.6 naira. So if you spend this amount daily in 10 days, that's over 35,000 naira. But in 100 days, that is over 350,000 naira that you would be saving just for switching from petrol to using cooking gas. But that's not all.
Follow me, let me show you 3 more things that's going to shock you. But first, let's talk about the pricing.
How much now does this kit cost? I know somebody will be craving to hear the exact amount that this is going to cost. But before I answer you, let me ask you this. If this kit can help you save or spend less on PMS, is it worth having? I guess your answer is yes. But now, to be fair, a product that has the potential of saving you up to 350,000 naira in 100 days, how much do you think it should be sold?
If you should get this for 100,000 naira, you and I know that it is still a fair deal, considering that you just get to pay only once. But you're not gonna get it at anything close to that amount.
This product is sold for 52,190 naira. But hold on, you're not gonna buy it at this price, trust me. I will show you exactly how you can get it at an unbelievably cheap price. But before I do that, let me clarify something.
You remember I showed you this thing on your screen earlier, and from our calculation you saw that you could save over 350,000 naira in 100 days using this LPG conversion kit, right? Now let me explain to you exactly how this is possible. So follow me carefully. Let me show you something now that is gonna literally blow your mind. It's a very simple, realistic analogy that explains exactly what I'm talking about right here. Let's go. Now take a very good look at the image on your screen. You can see this is a regular burner. Are you seeing it? This is a regular burner, and this burner has nothing less than 50 points from which gas will be coming out each time you light it up. So now look at exactly what you have on your screen where I circled. These are flames coming out to boil your food. The other one also that I'm circling now is also flames. Now there are over 50 points from which gas escapes as it's burning, right? So all of these points are also determining the quantity of gas that will be going out when you are cooking. Now you see that even with this heavy gas consumption mechanism, your gas cylinder also lasts you up to 2 weeks or more, irrespective of the fact that there are over 50 points from which, over 50 nozzles from which gas goes out. But in the case of the LPG converter kit, there is just only one port, which means this cooking gas is gonna consume up to 50% more than the LPG conversion kit. So if this lasts you up to 2 weeks, that means LPG conversion kit is gonna last you a lot more than this, considering that it just has only one nozzle. Are you getting the point? Come on now, think about it logically. You know you are the superhero right now, right? You have watched this video step by step up until this point, and I'm super excited on your behalf right now, and here is why. I'm about to make you a very juicy offer that is gonna leave you feeling and really acting and living out the life of a superhero that you are. Wow! Now, instead of that frustrating feeling that comes with you being left in the dark each time they take light, and the hyper devastating experience and feeling that comes with knowing that it's costing you a fortune to run generator each night or each time they take light, how about I offer you a VIP slot that enables you to freely order now for our newly improved LPG conversion kit with built-in conservative mechanism that makes it to last much longer than every other type of LPG conversion kit. How would you like that? Well, if this sounds interesting to you, then this is your lucky moment. Here's an invitation for you to transition into the realm of effortless power and become the envy of even your neighbors and everybody around. As at the time of this recording, over 37 smart action takers have gotten their hands on this product. Now they're no longer intimidated by expensive fuel price. And here's what's going to happen. If you are among the first 7 persons that orders before the timer hits 0, you're going to be getting this at a crazy discount. Instead of 100,000 or even 52,119 naira, that is the regular price, you're going to be getting it at a crazy discount of 29,300 naira only. And we're going to also be throwing in some juicy bonuses just to say thanks for taking action fast. Here is exactly what you'll be getting extra. You'll be getting your hands on a free dedicated virtual assistant that is going to help you with the installation. This is more like an installation guide that shows you how to install this thing by yourself in less minutes than you ever imagined possible. Regular technicians charge anywhere from 5,000 to 15,000 just to install this, but our dedicated professional technicians are going to show you step by step how you can do this by yourself and save that 15,000 naira. You can use it and buy yourself a bottle of drink. But that's not all. You are also going to get access to safety material that details out exactly the cool safety tips and measures that will help you to get the best user experience out of this product. Beyond that also, you would be getting free delivery of these products to your chosen location here in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. But think about it logically. It's super painful how a lot of persons who do not use this product right now will actually be laboring, making money, and at the end of the day, they end up wasting the whole money on petrol. This is just more like, somebody walking all through the day only to go to filling station to go and heap everything. Unlike with the LPG, it is a purer form of gas. So once you lay your hands on this product right now at this discount price, you are gonna be getting your hands on a superpower that enables your generator to run smoothly with lesser noise, number one, and it's gonna run smoothly. It will require lesser maintenance. That means you will not be buying oil like before anymore. You will no longer be servicing it like before anymore. Considering that LPG is pure, it will require lesser servicing. It will do lesser work. That means it will break down less often than if you were using petrol. What it also means is that considering that fuel is now super expensive, petrol, right? Normal cooking gas is now cheaper. So you're going to be saving money on all fronts with this product. Beyond that also, it is your chance to actually make contribution to the future for your children. Considering that LPG is a more healthier and a purer form of gas, it releases little or no contamination into the atmosphere. Now, here is your chance to actually feel the pride of knowing that even from your little actions, you have made contributions to secure a better future. You are saving the earth from ozone layer depletion. Generally, you are saving Mother Earth. But this is our general responsibility to actually manage the earth by limiting our use of gadgets and things that have high degree of harmful emission rate. Just like the fuel generators that releases deadly emissions into the atmosphere.
But I'm heavily afraid for one single thing right now. I could have kept it to myself, but it's important I let you know about it. Once the timer on this page hits 0, this page is gonna automatically disappear. Remember that the price of dollar is not smiling. So any moment from now, the price of this product is gonna double or is gonna triple. Why wait for later and pay more when you can get it now at a lesser price? Click the link below to order now before this offer vanishes forever.